Hello there, welcome back. You're still watching The Daily Dish. When you were younger and asked, what do you want to be when you grow up? What did you guys say? A doctor, a lawyer, president, supermodel?
Our guest today is a multi-hyphenate of superstar proportions, a Palanca Award-winning writer and a supermodel, and now sitting at the helm of Summit Media as editor-at-large. Let's all welcome Myrza Sison. Hello to you.
Thank you, Myrza, for joining us today.
You look so fabulous, girls.
Yes,
So do all of you.
I bet you didn't need a stylist all your life. Yes or no?
I was a stylist. I was the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
fashion editor of Preview.
Oh,
So
okay.
I was a stylist.
Yes,
So-
but you know what?
For yourself, though. To dress yourself.
Well, come on.
Yes, I know.
I know, I love all her outfits and her
so put together all the
accessories.
time.
But a lot of people don't know who you are. They know you as the Myrza Sison. What a lot of people don't know is that Myrza is actually a born genius.
No!
Is it true?
A born genius.
I heard about this.
Yes. Is it true that you graduated high school at the age of 14?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. If you're not a genius and graduating
Yeah.
at age 14, then I
So
don't
were you
know.
accelerated twice?
I skipped grade 2 and grade 7.
How casual.
Very
I
casual.
wish
My
we
dad
can do
wanted to
that
save
too.
money. Just kidding. No, I went to a Montessori school. So,
Me too.
so that if they feel you're ready for the next level,
Yeah, they
then
move you up.
But
right?
unfortunately, I was not moved up. I just stayed in my grade.
And guess what? Aside from that, after graduating high school at 14, she would hang out by a store to get noticed. Is this correct?
Oh my
Is that how
gosh.
you were noticed
No,
to be a supermodel?
I was an SGV computer programmer, and one lunch break, I had secret desires of being a supermodel or just a model.
Yeah.
So on my lunch break one day, I hung out in 22 BC. Only Ferdy knows this.
What's that? Tita
Waiting.
Myrza?
It's a fashion boutique. Waiting to get discovered. 2 hours later, no such thing happened. I was about to leave when suddenly a model agent walked in. Serendipitous, right? Looks at me, asks me, "Excuse me, are you a model?" And my answer was ready because I was rehearsing it for 2 hours. No, but I'd like to be one.
And ever since you've been walking.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow, amazing.
Yes.
And you know what,
Back
Myrza?
then, getting discovered was just the only thing.
The only thing
That would get you
no
into that
internet,
world. You really had to do
those
right?
no
things, right?
social media.
Yeah.
And modeling was such an elite world back then compared to today, because everyone can be
yes.
models in their own Instagram
Right,
feed,
right.
But you know what, Myrza, I want to talk about and really focus on you being back at Summit Media, because you've been gone for a long, long time. And you were
Just about 5 years.
Just 5 years. That's a long
yeah.
time. But and you're just back last month. So let's talk about
Yes,
that. What
right.
made you want to jump back into Summit Media?
So I'm back at Summit Media. Gird your loins. What made me want to come back? Well, actually, they had been sending feelers all throughout those 5 years. But what made me come back is when Liza Gokongwei, who's the president, Howard Go, who is the COO, and Christine Ong, who is the general manager, they all took me out to a nice dinner. And
Oh.
it all starts with a dinner.
explained to me why I was needed. And I felt like it's the right time to come back because in those 5 years, I became a certified executive coach,
Yes.
a content creator, a podcaster, and a motivational speaker. And I feel that my new role now, which is really focusing on strategy and big picture impact, I can bring my coaching and mentoring skills in empowering the new generation of editorial leaders.
But you always keep evolving, Myrza. I mean, we actually have a personal relationship. We've known each other for a long time, and every season of Myrza Sison is different, right?
Right.
And going back into publication, of course, after 5 years, there's a lot of changes that happen.
So many changes.
So how are you dealing with the young ones?
the young ones.
Which is
Well, I think one of my strengths is that I'm so old that I've lived through the worlds of all the generations. I'm proudly Gen X.
Yes.
And so is somebody else on this set.
Only one other person here.
So Gen
Okay.
X brings to the table discipline, hard work, grit.
Yes.
Millennials that I've worked with, they're creative, curious, they're like very driven and purpose driven. Gen Z, they're fearless, they're challenging everything, they're digital natives. And so each one has strengths that when brought together and combined in a collaborative way can make magic. So
And-
my
yeah.
job is like as a translator or a connector to bring everybody's
And do
strengths
you
together.
understand them?
Yes, I do.
Because I mean, parents out there, you know, of a certain age, of course, they've got kids going into
Right,
the
right.
into the workforce.
And you always have some piece of advice for the Gen Z or millennials in your Instagram. At least that's what I have now, Instagram. I don't have
Yes,
TikTok.
true.
But you have bits and pieces of advice for them.
Because we all want the same thing. We all want to be happy and fulfilled. So my job is to kind of translate this message that in a way that appeals to all generations.
Do you get flooded with DMs for personal advice from the
Yes,
younger
all the
set?
time.
Yeah.
And what are these?
What's the parang question that you see the most?
The question that I get the most is how they see in me that they don't have to conform to societal norms. When I talked about my decision to be child-free at the age of 21, and that I got married at the age of 42, I got a lot of DMs saying, pwede pala yun? And I'm like, who told you na hindi
It's
pwede?
not possible,
Right.
correct?
My mom, she's like always on my case, expecting me to be married at a certain age, having children at a certain
Right.
age. And I think I embody the truth that you can create your life in any way that you can.
Your life,
without
your
really-
rules.
Right.
Right.
No, I love that, Myrza.
But what are the funny anecdotes that you experience now in the office? Because obviously, 5 years.
Right.
You know, there's
I was
a different
telling them
expectation.
what are the
earlier,
changes in the
in
office?
the green room. So on my first day at work back in Summit, I needed to print something. And so I asked people, where's the printer? And they're like, printer.
they don't
I'm
know
like,
what the
nobody
printer
knows what a
They
printer
don't
is.
print anymore.
And then we
It's
had
all
to like look
digital.
for the printer. Only the admin people were using the printer, and so I printed it. And then I said, does anybody have paper clips? And they're like, for what? For paper. So it's truly
That's so
paperless.
funny.
Totally
Hilarious.
digital. Lots of
Yeah.
changes.
Their
Yes.
lives are on their phones now.
So when stuff
Yes.
like that happens, Myrza, how do you bridge the gap? Like for the parents and our viewers watching on how to better communicate with each generation, what's your advice on how to bridge it and understand each generation better?
Educate yourself. Put yourself in their shoes. Learn. Don't be so quick to say, well, I'm not going to change. I'm not going to accept those pronouns or their terms. Well, guess what? Evolve or die. If you don't evolve, if you don't adapt,
Evolve
if
or
you don't
I love that.
put yourself in the shoes of other people, then you don't have empathy and compassion, and you're going to be at such
That went straight through me. Evolve or
I
die.
know, same. I'm like, can we make that merch, Evolve or Die? I said, wow, I
It's
really
actually
felt
the
that.
title of a book
Oh, wow.
with
Yes, you're now
dinosaurs
an
on the cover.
Author, podcaster, motivational speaker, you've done it all. Any more mountains left to climb?
I'll take the mountains day by day. Right now, sometimes when I'm walking on a certain path, I'll see a little hill, and so I get curious and I climb it. And this is what I espouse in my forthcoming book, which is taking forever to finish,
Yes,
called Join Lang Nang Join, How to Create the Extraordinary Life That You Deserve. If you're curious about something, pursue it until it becomes a passion. Soon it's gonna be more than just a passion.
Right.
It could be what you do.
Aside from what Mai had asked you about, what's the next mountain you want to climb? What about adventures? Like, what haven't you done yet that you want to do in the next 12 months?
Finish the book.
Aside from the
finish
book.
another
I'm
book
waiting
and
for that
finish
book.
another book.
In 12 months, that's a lot.
No, in the next 12 months, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Publishers are actually breathing down my neck for
And I love
those
that.
books.
Join lang ng joy.
Yeah. Just
keep
And
doing
go lang
it.
ng go. Just
Yes.
try it out.
Because you never know,
Yes.
right? Don't knock it till you try it.
Don't overthink it. Don't say, I'm not ready, I'm not prepared, I'm not qualified. You never
Yeah.
know if you don't try.
So in your podcast, who is your dream interview?
Yes.
Actually, Maria Ressa. Hi, Maria. She's my friend, but I'm so daunted by that prospect. So,
My former boss.
yes.
Wait a
ABS,
minute.
CBS.
Excuse me. You mean to say I'm not your dream
Oh, sorry.
guest?
He was waiting. He's so hurt.
You're not.
I want to flex that Myrza Sison wants me to be on her podcast.
You're not a dream. You're a fantasy.
Woo! Everybody hashtag that. She said that here on the Daily Dish. I'm a fantasy, and I'm taking that.
Actually, I asked you what life skill can you teach in 5 steps, and
Yes.
you said
Social climbing for 101.
go to Ferdy for
Without
a
being
workshop.
obvious.
Without being
Mirza,
obvious.
let's talk about the bangs. You've been famous
Oh.
for it, and you once famously said bangs are cheaper than Botox.
That's true.
If anybody can rock
still
bangs,
hold
that's you.
true today.
Well, I haven't gotten Botox. I've gotten other like laser-based treatments, but not Botox. Yeah, but you know, to each his own. If
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
however way you want to look or enhance yourself or not enhance yourself, look like how you're supposed to age, it's really up to you.
I love it. You still look
Yeah.
amazing. By
You know,
the way.
Myrza, like you mentioned kanina, you're daunted by Maria Ressa. Me naman, I'm daunted when you came in.
Oh
Because
my
you're like the
gosh.
fashionista, like the it girl, right? Has there been a moment, maybe kanina this morning with me, where you just see people and you're like, oh my God, I need to style her. Let's fix her outfit.
Never.
Really?
I do believe that somebody's style is their personal expression, a way of personal expression. So unless I'm asked for advice, I will never comment.
Yes,
about-
but of course, we're going to ask you for advice because we're going to be inviting you here in the Daily Dish on a periodical.
Yeah, this is too
I would
short.
love that. I would
Yes,
love that.
and thank you so much for joining
you
us,
for having
Myrza,
me.
and giving us your time. And we're going to go see Myrza on another episode, I'm sure.
Yes, such a pleasure having
Thank
you
you
today.
guys. Thank you.
Yes.